Hello everyone. Today, I want to talk to you about something really cool and futuristic. Quantum computers. Can quantum computer be the solution for all the big problems in the world? First, let's talk about what a regular computer is. You probably use one every day to do things like homework, play games, or watch videos. But, at its core, a computer is just a machine that can perform calculations and store information. A quantum computer is a little bit different. Instead of using bits, which can only be a 0 or a 1, quantum computers use something called qubits. Qubits can be a 0 or a 1, just like bits, but they can also exist in a state called superposition, where they can be both a 0 and a 1 at the same time. And it can become entangled with other qubits, meaning that the state of one qubit can affect the state of another qubit, even if they are very far apart from each other. So, why is this important? Well, because of these properties of qubits, quantum computers can perform certain types of calculations much faster than regular computers. And it can solve problems in totally different way. Now, you might be thinking, that's all well and good, but how does this affect my life? The truth is, we're not exactly sure yet. Quantum computing is still a very new field, and scientists and engineers are just starting to figure out all the different ways it can be used. But one thing that's certain is that it has the potential to change our world in ways we can't even imagine yet. It can revolutionize areas like medicine, finance, and transportation. It can even help us create new materials and discover new drugs. How would it do that? One example I can give is the simulation of complex chemical interactions. In traditional computing, simulating the behavior of large and complex molecules can be extremely computationally intensive and can take a lot of time, even with the most powerful supercomputers. For example, simulating the behavior of a small protein, which might consist of a few hundred atoms, could take several days or even weeks to complete. With a quantum computer, the simulation of chemical interactions could be done in just a few minutes. This is because quantum computers can perform many calculations in parallel, making it possible to simulate the behavior of large and complex molecules in a fraction of the time it would take a traditional computer. Quantum computers could be used to perform complex financial simulations, making it possible to analyze financial markets and make better investment decisions. It could also be used to optimize logistics, transportation, and warehousing. Moreover, it can be used to optimize traffic flow in cities, reducing congestion. This may increase safety and helps traffic problem in big cities. Of course, these are just a few examples, and it's likely that scientists and engineers will find even more ways to use quantum computers in the future as the technology develops. But one thing is for sure, quantum computers have the potential to revolutionize many industries and make solving complex problems much more efficiently. Quantum computers have the potential to be incredibly powerful tools, but it is unlikely that they will be able to solve all big problems in the world. While quantum computers have the ability to perform certain types of calculations much faster than traditional computers, there are still many challenges that need to be overcome before they can be widely used. For example, one of the biggest challenges is maintaining the quantum state of the qubits, which is extremely delicate and can be disrupted by things like temperature fluctuations and electromagnetic interference. Is there any quantum computer in the world? There are currently a relatively small number of quantum computers in the world, but the number is growing as more and more companies and organizations invest in the technology. Some of the main organizations that own and operate quantum computers include Google, who announced that their quantum computer named Sycamore had achieved quantum supremacy in 2019. IBM, who has been working on quantum computing for several decades and has made their quantum computers available to the public through their cloud-based IBM Q platform. Rigetti, a California-based company that designs and manufactures quantum computing hardware. IonQ, a company that developed trapped ion quantum computer. Alibaba, a Chinese multinational e-commerce giant, which has been developing its quantum computing system since 2017. Honeywell, who developed one of the most stable and highest-performing quantum computers in terms of qubits. Xanadu, a Canada-based quantum computing company, which has developed a system based on photonics. In terms of practical uses, quantum computers are still in an experimental stage, and are used primarily for research and development. They are not yet powerful enough to perform practical tasks such as running a business or solve big industry problems. However, a number of companies, including Microsoft, Google, and IBM, have begun to make their quantum computing resources available via cloud services so that researchers, developers, and interested parties can access them and use them for various experiments and test out the potential of the technology. Despite the relatively small number of existing quantum computers, many more are under development, and it is expected that the number of quantum computers will continue to grow in the coming years as the technology matures and becomes more practical and cost-effective. So, that's a little bit about quantum computers. They're pretty amazing, and I can't wait to see how they change our world in the future. Thank you for watching this video on quantum computer. I hope you found it informative and interesting. If you like this AI-generated video, don't forget to subscribe and like. See you in another video.